Hey guys, welcome back to my humble workshop. I'm Pavel, and today I'm going to show you a different guitar. This is also a guitar from a Soviet era period, but it wasn't produced in the Soviet Union. It was produced in German Democratic Republic. And this guitar was probably the most sought after. There wasn't any other guitar better than this one. Every Soviet guy would have wanted to possess such a guitar. And let's now try and work out why. What distinguishes this guitar from a guitar made in Soviet Union? I've already opened the guitar. I glued some broken parts back. This guitar is made by Hermann Schaller in 1968. There was a factory called Musima in East Germany, but there wasn't like one big plant. There were many small workshops, and this is one of them. First of all, this is a traditional classical guitar. Look, its neck is glued to the body. And if you look at its soundboard, here we have a fan, a simplified Spanish Torres-style fan. In Soviet Union, such guitars had a price much higher than Soviet guitars. Even though such guitars were expensive, people were ready to pay such a big amount of money. And this guitar is quite rare compared to Soviet guitars. I managed to come by this guitar and I'm happy with that. There is some misinformation on the internet. Some people would say this guitar has a soundboard made of solid wood, but not here. It's made of plywood veneered with spruce. What is really interesting about such guitars? I thought that their soundboards were made of spruce plywood. What I mean, that every layer of this board is made of spruce. But now I can see, no, it's a mistake. Only its top part is made of spruce. Here we have different wood. It looks more like beech. What is unusual about such guitars that its back is also veneered with spruce. Here it looks like maple, something else in the middle, I don't know exactly, and there are three layers, and the other outer layer is made of spruce. That is what I would put down its great sound to, because spruce resonates very well, and when you play this guitar you feel how its whole body vibrates. This particular specimen is cracked. It has some parts chipped off. I've already started restoring this guitar. The other day I put it's glued tightly to here. The other day I put patches of thin wood like this to cover holes like this, and then I'll cut some more pieces of thin wood like this, put it into the holes, and then fill in the gaps with epoxy resin combined with sawdust. If I'm able to reach the same color of my patches, I'll just cover it with transparent coat of clear finish. Otherwise, I'll paint it probably black. And there is another interesting difference between Soviet guitars and German guitars. German workers um, are not that slapdash. They work neatly. Every brace is smooth, but in if you look inside a Soviet guitar, the work is shoddy. The workers didn't care much about where to glue different pieces, how much glue to use. And this is a very important thing that distinguishes German guitars from, say, Russian guitars. Here you buy a guitar and you may start playing the guitar straight away. But when it comes to talking about Soviet guitars, you have to do something with it. As I said before, put a pencil in between the body and the fretboards and stuff like that. This is a bridge that I took off this guitar. Look, it's a traditional classical guitar bridge made of quite hard wood, I think rosewood, which also contributes to good sound. Uh, Look at its headstock. It has traditional tuning pegs, but with one subtle, interesting nuance. If you take a modern machine head, you will see that it has different size, 70 millimeters between these rollers, but here it's 75. And if you now want to replace old machine heads, you have to either look for specially produced machine heads of this size or buy 6 single machine heads and put them on separately. This is it about this guitar, but I want to share some interesting information with you. The other day I met a friend of mine, Pavel Bortnik, and I asked him to try my guitar called Pinky that I'd finished recently. When editing this video, I'll put his name somewhere here on the screen, as well as I'll put I'll put the link to his channel into the description. And I highly recommend you to subscribe to his channel and to listen to what he records, because he plays with no nails. It's quite rare for classical guitarists, and he plays predominantly the 8-string guitar, which is also quite unusual. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Pavel Bortnik's channel, and see you later. Bye bye.